Good morning, people. Good morning, people. Nathan Together Trading here, giving you the Monday breakdown. It's supposed to be Sunday, guys, but I was planning out a lot of things for this this little video here, so I thought I'd prep it for yesterday and record it today, you know. But anyway, nonetheless, let's get this started, guys. We'll start with the DXY, the most important chart. This is where everything's going to go, because the stocks depend on it, commodities depend on it, FX depends on it, everything depends on the US dollar. It's the basket currency of the world, guys. So as we do every week, we start with this. Now. I can see dollar coming lower. I said this yesterday and it's already come a lot lower. I'm quite annoyed I didn't really jump in this, didn't do the video yesterday. But anyway, regardless, it doesn't matter. I can see a further decline in dollar. This could be just a start, or this could be a weekly thing. I can see this level here needs to be met, or even potentially further, guys. Reason for this is, look at that candle off, mate, the 2017 lows. I mean, it's a pretty significant area. I cannot lie. We've got a bearish engulfing candle of 2017 lows. For me, it's quite a significant area. That is, I think we have a higher probability, because it's again a probability, guys. We don't know. No one haven't got a golden globe. It's not how this game goes. It's a game of probability. We've got a higher probability of coming down to this level here than just bounce off this level here, then go up. I think we're going to come down to here, guys. Also, let's on the 4 hour. Let's draw this out as well. Let's draw this out. So, guys. Let's make this a lot easier for you guys to understand. So. Got the equal highs here, boom, 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 four touches. We've got the fake out move here. Can you see that? Equal highs, boom, 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 boom. Fake out move up here. Then press down to the lower side here, grab liquidity, take out all the stops from here and here, come all the way down here, potentially even down here. But I think this is my first real ideal target. Take out everyone's stop and make it look bearish before using our next way up. Because, guys, to be honest, we haven't had a big retracement yet in the dollar. And I was expecting a big move down, really, to grab some liquidity. Because, as we all know, dollars must manipulate charts in the world. And all eyes are on dollar at the minute. All eyes are on dollar. I'm still bullish, guys. I'm still very, 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 very bullish. But this is what I can see for this week. I trade what I can see. I'm still bullish, but I think this level here needs to be met, and maybe potentially a little bit further down, maybe even here as well. So I'm actually going to be bearish for the start of the week on dollar. Hopefully this could even be just a Monday move and bullish afterwards. But let's see. I think we've been a little bit blessed with dollar recently, so I feel like it's going to be one of those sort of weeks. But so yeah, this is my view on the dollar so far. I think we're going to have a negative start to the week, guys. As we see from price, we've got a bearish engulfing on the daily of 2017 lows. With this level here, our equal highs have been broken. Well, there's a fake out on our equal highs. We've almost got a retest here, and I expect price to come back down to 1906, potentially even 90.3. Now, let's talk about the macro data, guys. Now, the macro data for dollar is pretty good. The vaccination process, which, as I spoke about last week, is a very big catalyst into a strong currency at the minute, and a recovering economy. So their vaccination process is going very well. For the fourth biggest in the world. I think Britain are doing the best so far, but we'll get into that in a minute. And also, I feel like right now we are getting back into the fact that macro data is finally starting to matter. I mean, as we see since March last year, macro data did not matter. People just looking blindly looking for yield. And I think as of the NFP last week and a few bits I've seen last week, I feel like the macro data is finally starting to matter. So I'm going to start stating the macro data in all of my videos now. So because they might be movers now, they've got a higher probability of being movers than they have done in March. And this is a good point. This means we can actually start looking into macro data, into what growth and into what's coming, not just looking into any sort of yielding asset and piling into that. I didn't like that way of trading. To me, it's just fake. I want to trade actual macro data. This economy is doing well. Let's start going into that. Boom, boom, boom. Similar to that, guys. So anyway, with that in mind, we've got retail sales on Wednesday. And I feel like if we see a higher result than expected, this could be a big catalyst going forward for a couple of weeks, guys. Retail sales is a very good um, way into viewing the economy into, especially in our sort of our growth area of the economy. So I think the retail sales, if we get a really high hit, which I think could be very highly expected. You don't forget, guys, we've had all these big stimulus packs come through. People are just buying stocks. People are just buying things, guys. People are being furloughed, or the equivalent to the American furlough. They get the stimulus pack. They're at home. They've got a lot more free time. They've got a lot of money. They're just buying things online, guys. So I could imagine the retail sales be quite high at the minute. Also, we've got the manufacturing PMI Thursday, which which is another big global asset to, sorry, another big macro data to show how well the US could be doing. So that could be a good one as well. So yeah, guys, keep your eye on for this week. Keep your eye on Wednesday and Thursday, guys. This could be the catalyst for the dollar going back up after our very weak start of the week. So, and that kind of makes sense of our price action, guys. So these could be the two catalysts that are going to help the dollar get this big retracement back to the upside. So that is what I can see in the dollar right now. Let's have a look. Well, this is the DXY. Let's have a look at the dollar index as well. Yeah, looking exactly the same. Probably this one's looking a bit healthier into this sort of region here. So yeah, it's all looking exactly the same, guys. Looking exactly the same. Now let's look at Euro USD here, guys. I think for me at the minute, I find Euro USD is a very good way to paint a picture with the dollar and the euro as well, guys. Something I want to point out to you as well, which is very interesting. Look at this trend line that I drew in last week. I'm not a big fan of trend lines, but I like to see, but they do make sense, and they do, and this is also where retail traders are trading as well. We had a lovely rejection of this weekly candle here. Really nice rejection. Now the idea is though, where's next? Where is next, guys? I feel like we're going to go back into this region here. I mean, a good one would be rejected off here. They're coming back down. Or an even dirtier one, we coming all the way back into this sort of region, potentially up here. Potentially. Let's just point out the facts here. We're rejecting off the weekly trend line here. Let's get the weekly chart up. We're rejected off the weekly trend line here. Obviously, a very big psychological level of 1.2, guys. The 1.2 is a very, very important level. And another thing I want to point out as well, we've got bullish engulfing off this crucial level as well. So this is telling me it's pretty significant, I would say. This is looking very similar to the DXY just flipped. I think we've got a very high probability of coming up higher this week. Very high. I don't think it would last personally, but guys, this is what I can see. The bullish engulfing is telling me that. The rejection of the weekly is telling me a lot of things. PA looking very similar to DXY. I'd say this is a lot cleaner. A healthy rejection, as I just said, we will be rejected of this 1.08 level here and dropping back down. Or we could come further up here. We could even, guys, this could even be the last of the dollar move. This could be everything that we're getting, and now we're just going up higher from here. I don't think so. I think that's a low probability from my point of view, but it can happen. It can happen. So let's just play it safe here, guys. I'm pointing out to you what I can see. What I can see so far is not good for my view in the dollar, but I'm still confident in my views. I'm not letting this fool me. I'm not letting this fool me, because you got to understand these charts are here to fool you. So some of these big charts of the DXY, the Euro USD, they're going to be they'll be chucking out bits to you to try to fool you, to make you go back into the short time frame into what you can almost into fool you into what you can see. But no, I'm still confident in my views. I'm still confident. Don't get me wrong. And with Euro as well, guys, I'm not very with Euro's macro data coming out as well. I'm not keen on Euro. I've never have been keen on Euro, but now as well, where macro data could potentially be starting to matter more, this could be the perfect catalyst for this Euro downside move. Perfect. Now, on Tuesday, I think Euro's got quite a big one this week. So let's talk about the macro data for Euro. So we got the German ZEW economic update on Tuesday, which should give us a very big insight into how the biggest economy in Europe are doing. German data is almost more important than the whole Euro data, just because they're the biggest economy. They are they're sponsoring the whole of Euro. They're very important. Whereas Euro have a lot of sort of not very good economies, so they'll be mixed in with good ones to give you sort of a bland outlook. Whereas Germany will give you the best outlook on the whole of Euro because they'll be piggybacking the whole of Euro, as we all know. So that'll be a big one to have a look at on Tuesday. German ZEW economy update. Now on the same day we have the Eurozone GDP, but that was for Q4, guys. We all know it's poor. We all know that. Come on, we all know that. So I don't expect a massive move unless we get a really big hit or miss. But that's going to be a really big one. I don't really expect anything to come off that. Inflation report on Thursday. Now this is going to be huge, only for Euro because this could be one of the biggest ones for Euro because as we all know, Euro potentially going for a bit of a deflationary stage because we saw that huge move up last year, which I think was a bit out of control for Euro. I think this move up here is not good for Euro's trades, and they're going for a bit of a deflationary period. And a couple of the ECB members were talking last week about saying the FX price might be too high relative to the dollar, and there could be some intervention, guys. Intervention, you know. ECB would rather the price be down here than up here, guys. Let's set some facts here. The ECB would much rather have a cheap dollar against a cheap euro against a dollar than expensive expensive euro against dollar. Sorry, that was a tongue twister. Let's start again. The ECB would rather a weak euro against the dollar than a strong one, guys. It's the ECB talking, guys, and what they want, they usually get, guys. So let's just think about that as well. Let's just think about all these ongoing factors. So that's my view. I've got the same view for euro as I do for dollar. I expect a bullish euro for the start, and then to fade out into a weak euro. But we could just see a weak euro all week. Sorry, strong euro all week and a weak dollar all week. But that's my view going forward to start the week off, guys. Now, USD Chinese yuan. Do you know what? I don't show you this chart as much as I should do. I'm going to start incorporating it because these are the two biggest economies in the world. I know the Chinese yuan is used as because it's still classed as an emerging market, funnily enough. So it's not used as strongly as maybe euro, but it is still a very substantial chart, and we need to have a look at it. I'm going to start the weekly, actually. Sorry. Now, we're in a very interesting zone here, guys. The weekly, we are in a key reversal area with multiple rejections of 2015's highs and 2017 lows. So we are in right now. We're in another very substantial area. All the dollar charts are very substantial areas, which another reason why I'm quite bullish dollar as well. But yeah, a lot of these USD charts were in very big weekly pivotal point areas. We can see multiple rejections here. Even though these rejections are quite bearish, I would say I'm not going to pretend like I can't see what's going on here. They do look pretty bearish. I'm expecting this chart to be more bearish than all of them. I mean, look at this here. We could get a breach down here. I wouldn't mind the first level to maybe come here and go back up. Maybe have to start there. We could even temporarily breach the area. It's looking very, very weak here. We're actually in a bit of a range. We're in the down leg of a range here. So this could be the start here. Then we could do a pattern like this. That's how we could start. We could come all the way down here, come back down here, come back up here. This is what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing, as I keep saying, I know I'm repeating myself, I just want to sort of drill it in. I'm seeing a very weak dollar to start off with. That's what I'm seeing. Seeing a weak dollar to start off our week, guys. So yeah, to be honest, guys, this is the same view as the Dixie and the Euro USD so far. Macro data for China. There's not much going on this week for China, apart from we've got their spring holiday Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we might see some limited movement for the start of the week. But that's what I can see so far with the Chinese yuan, guys. Now, we'll get to make some pace in a minute. Let's start with pound. Technicals look very bullish on pound. Very bullish here, guys. I mean, look at this. Do you know what, though? I mean, we're touching 2019 lows here, which is a pretty crucial level. But I must say we are struggling to make highs here. I'm very bullish pound, very bullish pound, but we are struggling to make highs here. I want to really intraday trade pound here because I wouldn't mind it coming down here or even down to here. I don't know if we're going to get this level anymore because we've just over every intraday dip has been bought. Look at every intraday dip has been bought along the way. This since September, every intraday. Look at boom, 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 but it's looking like we might want to roll over here actually. So if we, I'm not in any pound trades at the minute, but if we can get price down here, that would be an absolute blessing. But we look like we were rejected of this sort of level here. It's a pretty crucial level here. Definitely. If we break this level here, guys, I could actually see coming down to here, which would be an absolute discount as I'm very bullish pound. Reason for being bullish pound is as well, fundamentals look extremely good. Vaccination process is going very well. We're third in the world, number one in G10, which is ridiculous. Brexit's out of the way, so we can actually get back our potential growth. I know we've got strict lockdowns, but so is the entire world. So is the entire world, guys. So I think pound fundamentally is looking really good. But the weekly, we can roll over. We can roll over. Look, it's sort of compressing. It's in a compression stage, so it looks like we can break out in one direction or the other. It'll most likely be to the upside, but we are struggling to make highs here. So if we can get a discount down here, that would be an absolute blessing because I do need a couple of pounds just to hold for the long run because I can see pound coming up to here in the medium term, 100%. Touching our 2015 lows. Definitely, guys. So that's my views on pound. For the other macro data, which I vaguely just spoke about earlier, what have we got going on this week for pound? Wednesday we have inflation. I don't think that's too much. I don't think that's too important for pound. The inflation is a bit more. It's not more important for euro than USD for pound. It's not really too important in a minute. Finally, we got retail sales. That'll be probably the biggest macro data mover. Retail sales are quite big for the pound. Us Brits love our sales, and I think that'll be a very good indication to macro data for us going forwards. And I actually predict this to be a very good result. I predict this to be over 4 forecast. I do. I think we're going to surprise the world how much we've been buying. So that's my views on the pound. No, I'm bullish, but at the minute it's a bit iffy. It's a bit iffy where's it going to go. I'm not going to personally trade this unless we see a big dip. Personally, I'm not going to trade it, but to me, I'm bullish. As I keep saying, I'm bullish. S&P 500. Let's talk. If I can find it, those. S&P, where are you? Okay, there we go. Now, I've pointed someone out earlier. All right, so let's look at this chart. All-time highs again. Shock as always. Now, with the S&P, I've done some back testing over the weekend. Oh. And prehistorically, guys, the majority of reversals and pullbacks after a crisis, which happened here, sorry, an extension after the crisis, we normally get a pullback in between this region here, this 141% retracement, and this 161 retracement. So, guys, I think we are actually coming into potentially another crash again. Maybe crash is a big word, but maybe another big pullback. I think we are entering a very dangerous territory, guys. Very dangerous. I can see a black swan event coming very soon. A lot of economical analysts can see it coming as well, guys. The world is still in a very bad way, guys. I know you look at something like if the world's fine. It's really not. It's really not. So just on a technical point of view, in these regions, we normally see a big pullback. So I'm just being very cautious, guys. And don't forget, when we see a big pullback in here, that'll be very bullish for dollar. And don't forget, dollar's at the main pivot point as well. So is 10-year treasury yields, which I'm going to go into in a minute. So everywhere is looking quite overextended and looking for a pullback. So I'm just sitting here on the sideline. And I expected, as I said on a previous video, us to get to 4,000 and 4,000 psychological levels here. I can even see a 4,000 spike into an absolute dip. So I'm just very cautious at the minute. I'm very, very, very cautious. I'm actually gonna, if we enter these sort of regions, if we enter the 4,000, I wouldn't mind a sell stop here, guys, just to potentially catch it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But just for the prehistorical levels after the majority of crises, so I'm gonna definitely consider shorting stocks from there, guys. That's what I can see so far. So that's my views on the S&P. So for now, short term, I'm bullish. Short term, very bullish until we enter this sort of region here, which are pretty much in, to be honest. So I'm not trading it personally. I'm only going to trade the sell. But yeah, looks very interesting to say the least. Very, very interesting. Now, 10-year Treasury yield. Let's talk yields, guys. Let's talk yields. This is the debt market. Probably the most important market in the world to look at right now, guys. Now, what's happening here is money is coming. I'm just going to tell you what I can see. This is the yields. That means when money comes out of the stock market, the yield goes up. So clearly, money's coming out of the debt market, guys. Question is, where is it going? Money is coming out of the safe havens into riskier assets, guys. Yeah, S&P, emerging markets, stocks, regardless, you name it. Now, this is our kill zone, 1.5. This is our kill zone. When price comes here, well, sorry, between 1.35 and 1.5, that is our kill zone, guys. Now, oh my God, I hate this. Does this. Sorry, guys, I apologize. Computer's awful. That is our sweet spot right there. Now, the 10-year Treasury yield is a lot better of an indicator into how the economy is really doing compared to the stock market. Let's look on the weekly. We don't know what that line's doing. Obviously, the economy has been deteriorating since the 1980s, which is correct. Look at that big drop from COVID as well. This is all relevant. It's all so relevant. The stock market is lies. It's fake money, guys. Printed off money. This is real money. This is a real life economy. You can't. And a lot of analysts say the bond market traders are a lot more into the economy and well known about the economy than the stock traders. Stock traders are looking for yields. This is a real life economy chart. If that makes sense, guys. So our next sweet spot is the 1.3, 1.5 region, which we are approaching. And have you noticed, guys, this is looking very similar to the S&P, into our next sweet spot, into our dollar sort of sweet spot for the dollar to go lower. It's all looking into the right. Yeah, it's all looking a bit risky. So for now, I'm bullish into 1.3, 1.5, which are approaching, guys. But after that, when that starts dropping, mate, I tell you, the stock's going to start dropping. Dollar's going to start rising. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But there's a bit of a scary correlation I'm seeing. The 10-year Treasury yields and the dollar going up. So that means money's coming out of the stock market, the debt market going into the dollar, which is another safe haven. So does that mean we're still not as safe as we think we are? I don't know. There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. I think sometimes with these sort of things, we need to keep an eye on the 10-year Treasury, S&P 500, and the DXY. They're the three most important charts at the minute, guys. So I can see a crisis happening. It's coming. It's coming to a town near you, that's for sure, guys. So let's keep an eye on it. I'll keep you guys updated regardless anyway, but definitely keep your eye on it as well. Because you could witness a live crash. I know that's not a nice thing to say, but as a trader, it's a very special thing to catch and see. Very special. Now let's go into the emerging markets. I spoke about this last week. The best yield in FX. So let's go into it. Let's start with USD Mexican peso. A fairly high interest rate. Now, Peso looks like the rest. I can see coming down here. It's all looking very similar. We can see we can see any dollar crosses. We can see the dollar being weak. So I can see peso coming down here. I wouldn't mind a long position going into here. I wouldn't mind that whatsoever. If we come down to here, I probably will do that to the group when it comes to the time. So yeah, that's looking how I would have expected it. Move up here, move up there. Tells me risk on a little bit. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, wow. Very bullish days are. I see a little bit of risk off. Missed a good entry here. That would have been a fantastic entry for a long net. Quite annoyed I missed that. Oh, well, so in the world. So, yes, those Wall Street bad boys. Absolute joke. Anyway, ZAR's looking the same, but we've had actually quite a bullish start to the week, actually. Very bullish. Probably not going to trade that. Looks very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Let me get this level out here. Wouldn't mind price coming down here, to be honest. Wouldn't mind, or even a big dip down here. I mean, the way it's coming, we've got lower highs and lower lows. Why the hell not? Wouldn't mind entering a long position between these sort of regions here. It'll be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, actually, guys. Very interesting. Now, let's look at the emerging market index, guys, MSC. Ooh, little rejection, which makes sense for the quite bullish move today. We could come down, actually, which could be. I'm actually very interested. I mean, on the weekly, I'm still pretty bullish this, actually, to be fair. Monthly, we had a rejection. We should go up and away, to be honest. And up and away means down for the USD ZAR, USD Mexican peso position. So I might stay out of the emerging markets, for now, just because I've had the retest here. But then it is looking similar to the 10-year Treasury. Are we going to get a big drop off here? Which it seems like all these risk charts are looking like. We've got a little bit of room to the upside, but a lot of room to the downside, which is what a lot of these charts look at. Look at the S&P, which is another risk chart, which I just showed you. Got a little bit of room there before a potentially big move down. 10-year Treasury. I think we're painting a picture here, guys. I think we're painting a good picture. So, can I say the same for this? Can I say the same for this? Who knows? Who knows? It's getting a bit sticky. Don't forget, this is the emerging market is one of the biggest high yielding FX assets out there, guys. So this will be the first to start dropping if people start to get worried about their risk positions. So very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Now let's look at the last one, which is the Turkish lira, which I'm actually long lira. I think Turkish lira would be fantastic. One of the main reasons, actually, the political status is nowhere near as bad as it was. Also, they've got a ridiculous interest rate, which is going to be fantastic for risk. But how long is risk going to last for? One of my launches going down, but then with all this potential downfall, I need to see before I do make any of these. I mean, we entered a good trade here in the group. Really, really good trade there. Short term, I'm still bearish. Sorry. Short term, I'm still long emerging markets. Long emerging markets means I'm going to be long Turkish lira pretty much. So long Turkish lira would be potentially price coming a bit further down. But as we just seen with the emerging market index here, guys, we're on a bull run, but with caution. That's what I'd say to anyone in a risk position. Bull run, but with caution. Let's look at the metals, last two metals, guys, before we get onto crypto now. Yes, gold's looking bullish short term. Definitely looking for gold to come up here. Definitely, especially if we're going to see a weak dollar coming in. But then, guys, as I've said this for months, I'm seeing a big boy dip in in gold. Here's will be my first target. Then I think we're going to break here. We've come back down to 1650, maybe even further, guys. I can see yield is coming. Dollar's going to keep dollar with a strong dollar and the yields back. When I look at gold, I always look at the real yields as well. Where is the real yield? Real yields are going down, down. Dropping to all-time lows, mate. They're just going. And this is not good for gold. Gold's gonna have a good day today. Yes, it's gonna have a good day for the start of the week. Yes, because of the weak dollar, and it's been hit so hard. There'll be people taking profits and buying at the bottom as well, guys. So it will have a good start. But look at the real yields. This is the most important chart for gold. You're only going to pile into gold if the yields go. If the yields come back in the world, why the hell would you pile into gold? There's no need for it. It's only need for it when yield is down and inflation is sky high. And this is dropping, so there's no need for gold at the minute. There's no need. There's still yield. The treasury yield is showing that as well. Yield's going up. So I still feel we'll have we've got a lot of room for gold to the downside. Definitely 70.50 is my first target. Let's get it back up. And to be honest, guys, this all makes sense. Everything I'm saying just makes sense. I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet or anything like that. I'm just saying it makes sense. It makes sense. It all makes sense, guys. So yeah, I mean, intraday, I'm long. We could probably come up to here today. 18.34. 12 o'clock now. We've got about maybe potentially 4 hours left of bullness, or maybe even 2.5, because the pivot points are between 2:30 and 4 with gold. Or we could just see the pullback now. Who knows? But most likely we're going to see the pullback at 2:30. So we could see some more bulls here. I expect some more bulls. Definitely. That's my view today. If you guys trading gold today, I can see 18.30 coming, definitely. But yeah, my views, medium term is gold coming down, definitely. Look at silver. Very big fan of silver, as you guys know. I love a good bit of silver. Silver looks a bit more bullish, but I can see silver coming down as well. I can see silver coming down here. I can. Most definitely. But this is all short term. I'm more bullish silver than I'm gold at the minute. Silver's being used in a lot of EV stuff, production in electric cars as well, and silver price is very undervalued, very undervalued. Whereas so much cheaper than gold as well, I feel like investors are going to pile into it. And silver at the minute is a bit of a clout trade, isn't it? So I can see a lot of people involved with this as well. I'm very bullish silver, but I can see it coming down. I'm bullish silver, medium to long term, but short term it's coming down definitely because the dollar's going to come around. There's no yield again, and silver it does work like a yield, like an inflation hedge. Not as much as silver, not as much as gold, which is good, but it is working in that sort of safe haveny aspect as well, guys. So definitely see us coming down to 12.25, potentially even 12.22, guys. Maybe even 19, depending on how strong the last risk move is. Because don't forget, silver's risk off. So don't forget that, guys. So that is my view. That's my view, guys. That's my view. Now let's start with the big boys, the cryptocurrencies. What's time of the video now? It doesn't matter anyway. BTC, I think we're going to break out, to be honest. I think we're going to break out, especially with the weak dollar going forward. It looks like another dip. We come down to the psychological 30,000 region. We rejected off here. I can see us breaking above here 100%. How much further we're going to go, I don't know. But it looks pretty bullish to me. It looks pretty bullish. I can't sit here and lie. I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is I don't want to say because we get so much hate for this, but it's a bit of a shit coin. If we're talking about payments, which is the only place I can see Bitcoin being used for in the future is payments. Payments are shit. Payments is awful. It's slow and it's expensive. Ripple, on the other hand, my favorite. We'll go into that in a minute anyway. But yeah, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Before I go forward with the cryptos, I'm talking pure tech technicals. Talking pure tech technicals. No fundamentals. These are pure technicals. I can see it coming up. Definitely, I can see it coming up. I'm not trading it myself. See it coming up here, mate. Maybe even to 45. Then I'm still expecting a big dip. This level here, I'm still expecting this, guys. So I'm still cautious. Still cautious. I want to say I'm a Bitcoin bear. Well, I am. That's a lie. I'm a Bitcoin bear. So maybe we couldn't get to 50k and drop, but I can still see this region being hit, guys. 100% waiting for this alt season to come, because we all know when the Bitcoin starts dropping, that's when we see the big boy alt season, baby. So BTC is looking like this. Ethereum, what's next? So let me go into my crypto section. Ethereum is looking really bullish. Ethereum is looking lovely. Ethereum is looking very similar to lovely bit of price action there. Come back down, touch the region. Lovely bit of price. Yeah, that's going up. Definitely going up. Good bit of price action there. I like that, especially with the weak dollar's going to fuel that. Yeah, that's going up. Intraday, I could definitely see 1800. Definitely see 1800. Not much to talk about there. It's bullish, really. Going to break all-time highs. Probably, do you know what? To be fair, we probably skyrocketing. Probably hit 24 or something. 24, 25. I'm more bullish on Ethereum than I am Bitcoin, definitely. Ethereum actually has got a place in this world. Let's get the extension tool out. Let's get the extension tool out, my boy. Yeah, 25 potentially, yeah. See that happening. Now, what else we can look at? ARK. Yeah, we're looking like we're forming a bottom here. We're definitely looking bullish on ARK. You guys should be investing. I told you these are all the ones that I'm investing to, guys. I've told you guys in the group anyway. I don't want to talk too much about it because we speak about more on the crypto channel. But yeah, ARK, we had a big move up there. Come back down here to test the highs. I can imagine this to form some sort of support here and then some more room to the upside, definitely. Let's look on the 4 hour. Yeah, man, I can see us coming back up to this sort of high here. Back up to the 0.8 level. Definitely. That's looking good to me. I like look at that price action on the daily and on the weekly. I like it a lot. Pretty strong support here as well, which is quite, yeah, that's looking good. Dash looking quite similar, to be fair. Dash looking very similar. Looks like that the wants to break up higher as well. Very similar. A lot of these coins do look similar. I'm not in Golem coin anymore, actually, at the minute. Golem coin looking a bit iffy, which I'm quite annoyed about, actually, because it looks very bullish now. Link, I really like Link. Really like Link. Link, I'm very bullish on Link. Link and Dot, very bullish on. These are all the new coins, though, so they haven't got much history. But yeah, mate, they're looking really good. Link and Neo's projects are looking fantastic on a fundamental point of view. It looks fantastic as well, so I cannot doubt that. Litecoin's looking really good. All these coins looking fantastic, man. Litecoin's looking really good here. I like that. Looks very similar to Dash, but a little more bullish, and ARK, but a little more bullish. Neo, yeah, we love Neo. We're well invested in Neo in the group. Yeah, it's all looking bullish. All these coins are looking bullish, man. It's sounding pretty boring to even talk about. Unicorns looking ridiculous. All right, let's get to the XRP. Thing about XRP is all the sex stuff, and it's got a bit of a name as a shitcoin to itself, which we all know it isn't. XRP is going to be a lot long term, I think. I can see it can't come down to 0.2 again, though. That is the issue. I can see it coming back down to it. It's not really an issue, guys, but I can see it coming down. I think XRP is one of the most manipulated coins out of out of all the cryptos. They don't want it higher. Every time it spikes higher, no one wants it higher. We all know the SEC ordeal was bullshit as well. So yes. So for now, Now there's nothing special on XRP. It's just going to range, I think. Sushi, wow. Sushi has been ridiculous. I've been in sushi since bloody. I think, yeah, I think at the start of Jan, it's absolutely ridiculous. Sushi's got a fantastic prop project as well. Looks really good. Dot, my little baby Dot. Oh, it's looking it's all looking so good. It's all looking absolutely amazing. But something I want to point about as well. Let's look at the BTC cross charts, because they're looking really good, like XRP, BTC. This is why it's not really why I was expecting BTC to come down. All these BTC cross charts, they're looking really good. Looks like it's actually falling some sort of support there. That's pretty healthy. Whilst a break and close above that would be a lot healthier. We reject the area. If we close above here and stayed above here on the daily, that would be a lot healthier. But yeah, man, a lot of these I haven't actually got any on here, but a lot of these BTC cross charts are looking. Oh, BTC. They're all looking like the sort of crypto first bull run. You know, they're all looking like this, very very similar to this. So I can see Bitcoin turning around, having this come up and soon dropping back down, and having these altcoins come and take over, guys. So this, guys, that's my views. This is the Sunday breakdown. Hope this helps you guys. Let's smash this week. Alt season is happening. It's happening, guys. Get involved. Get involved.